Okay, you have two choices when you have sex with a random stranger. Here we go. You can either have every type of STD known to man passed to you, or you have this curse where this thing is following you for the rest of your life until it kills you. I think those STDs might be the best option, cause shit, that was intense. Okay, so It Follows. So It Follows tells a story about this young girl who's living a pretty normal suburban life, you know, with friends, family, school, all that good shit. She hooks up with this one guy, they have sex, and it turns out that this guy passed down this virus to her. You can get this virus / curse through sex, and once you have it, you have this thing in the shape of a normal human being following you. And this thing won't stop following you until you're dead, which drives the girl to run away from this zombie-like creature. I like saying virus because that's what the monster is. It's like a shape-shifting zombie. Now, I've heard loads and loads of praises about It Follows and how they're saying it's like the best horror film to hit in the last decade. So I go into the movie with really high expectations. I mean, it's pretty normal shit. I mean, if you hear stuff like that. And yeah, I have to agree with those people because It Follows is really freaking awesome. It's just one of those movies where you go in there expecting a lot, but for me personally, I got a lot more than what I wanted. And some of that had to do with the performances in this movie because they were really good for the most part. The lead girl played by Micah Monroe, I think that's how you say her name. I could have just totally fucked up her name. She gives a fantastic performance going from this really innocent normal chick to this person who gets extremely terrified. And that's really surprising for a horror movie because nowadays about 90% of them, they have these actors where they're so shitty where it's like, dude, did you find them on the street somewhere? Not this chick whatsoever. And I checked to see what other movies she was in. I had no idea who she was. She was in a movie that I definitely recognize, and that was The Guest, which I have still yet to see. She was actually the best part of the movie, where the other actors, they were just okay. But I did like the group that she was with because these characters you can actually connect and relate to. Sometimes they're like, hey, remember that one time where we found those nudie magazines lying around? Yeah, that shit was awesome. They didn't talk about some stupid shit where it made you want to blow your own head off. I mean, they were actually pretty funny. I mean, yeah, it's cool that you have great characters in a horror movie, but you go in there wanting to see the monster. And this zombie-like creature that's following her, it wasn't scary. It was insanely creepy. And there is a difference between scary and creepy. What made it that way is that you never knew where it's gonna show up or who it's even gonna be. And the fact that they only walk towards their prey, it just adds to the horror factor, like the fear of the unknown. You can definitely feel that in the characters, and you can feel that within yourself, because in some scenes I was like freaking shaking. Even in the opening shot, and I'm not gonna tell you guys because you guys need to go in there without knowing anything. But a little bit of a hint here, you got to see like the full power of what this creature can do, and you're like, oh shit, he's gonna tear some people up. But what was weird is that it doesn't show any more gore like that throughout the entire movie. At first I was like, what the hell, movie? And then all of a sudden the movie reached out like a pitman, slapped me across the face, and it's like, hey stupid, it's not about that stupid shit, just watch, trust me. And yeah, I was watching, and I saw what made this movie really shine, and that was the fantastic directing done by David Robert Mitchell. And how the camera work is that it sometimes gives this wide range where you're able to see behind the main girl, and you see the slow walking figure off the side of the screen, you're like, is that the creature that's following her? And as the creature gets closer and closer, the music just rises up and it lets you know, yeah, shit is getting real. That is literally like that the entire movie. You're trying to find this creature where it's going to pop up next. And what I love is how they executed those scenes, because there were 0 jump scares. It lets you know, yeah, the monster is the thing you're supposed to be afraid of. It doesn't have any of those moments where the friend pops up and it goes like, boom. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm tired of that stuff. The movie just knew that it needed to focus on the monster for it to add to the creepiness factor. And yeah, like I said about the music rising up, the score to It Follows was just out of this world. It kind of had the 80s synthetic vibe to it where I'm like, yeah, this is a straight up 80s movie. Best way I can describe it, it's like a combination of John Carpenter's Halloween with a little bit of Friday the 13th mixed with The Nightmare on Elm Street. If you're a big fan of scores like that, then you're gonna love this movie like I did. So in the end, It Follows had great characters, the monster was creepy as shit, fuck the tall guy. The directing is what made this movie really explode because it knew that the creepy factor lies within the monster. And there were 0 jump scares, which was insanely awesome. I really can't find too much wrong with this movie because I say It Follows is one of the best horror films I've seen in a long time because it is absolutely legendary. Oh yeah, a horror movie gets that rating. Yeah guys, I have to hurry because I'm hearing noises downstairs and I'm freaking the fuck out. I think tall guy followed me home. Have you seen It Follows? What did you guys think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, leave a comment below. And as always, there's a link for my Twitter and my Facebook in the description below. Keep in contact with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But in the meantime, I have to get going.